Or other people too, and I put myself in this category, you know, like I'm trying to get in real estate and then I go get my real estate license. Like that's actually not a necessary step.
Sure.
So we have this book, which is very eye-opening, but it's not an instruction manual.
Correct.
Right. So yeah, so you went through, you saw this and you kind of went all these different directions. And then eventually you started doing real estate.
Eventually. So, and I got advice from a guy. He was a developer, built a lot of military housing and projects for the military. And I asked him, I said, hey, what would you do if you're 23? And he said, construction. He said, construction and a contractor is involved in every version of real estate. I don't care if you're remodeling, flipping a house, doing a kitchen, you're building a skyscraper, you're building a new subdivision, a contractor's involved in everything real estate. And he's like, I've just found that the guys that come from the trades immediately have a leg up on everyone else that learned it from the books. Learned it. You can go to college, you can go to these other things and learn these things. But the guys that actually come from the trades know. And really, it's an interesting dichotomy of a relationship is you're kind of after the same dollar, the same profit margin that only exists in this. And you're kind of partners, but you're kind of against each other to try to get
It's
that adversarial, but you need each other.
Yeah.
And so he just said that contractors want to make as much money as possible. And so by having that baseline foundational knowledge of how things get built, how they work, what they cost, you're going to have a leg up. And so I talked my way into a commercial contractors estimator position. I didn't have the skills, I didn't have the education, but I badgered and was very persistent to the president of the commercial construction company and convinced him to give me a job. Ultimately, I told him I'd work for free. He paid me, but I was like, I can do this. And that was the confidence that I just had in myself of figuring things out.
Sounds like it was a W-2 job though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. W-2 job, working as an estimator. And this is before Google. So like they came in and said, all right, go do some takeoffs for the TIs. And I was like, I don't know what any of those words are that you just said. What do you mean by takeoff? And can you give me an example of it? And it was, to do quantities of a tenant improvement that was being worked on. And so it was like, oh, math, adding up square footages and other things. I'm good at this. Okay, I can do that.
And how long did you do that before you?
A year.
A year.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that job probably was really helpful in learning development.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was your first real estate transaction?